Hiç bana anlattığın gibi biri değilmiş Merdan.
O ne demek?
Akılsız bir adam değil. Hatta karşılaştığım en akıllı adam.
Yani kabul etti mi teklifini?
Kabul etmedim. Ama reddetmedim. O kadar ağır konuşmama rağmen hiç tepki vermedi. Bir düşüneyim. Zaten görüşeceğiz zaten.
Sen de elini kolunu sallaya sallaya buradan gitmesine izin verdin öyle mi?
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Pass somewhat off target. Van Nistelrooy. And this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nedved is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Azar. Filippo Inzaghi looking for a runner. Bullish header!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
That is good alertness. Van Nistelrooy. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
There's the shot! Goal! Besiktas! Besiktas take the lead! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And Van Nistelrooy! That was mighty close. Now it's Inzaghi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Played out wide. That's a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Veron can see things others simply cannot. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Pull it. That has not gone well. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And that's definitely not his best. He's shifting through the gears here. And that would have been some goal.
Nedved just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Kupchu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pull it. Veron. Now it's Hullet. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Always onto this. He has a look out. And the shot! Chance again. No.
Besiktas really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Howson can get it clear. And the shot! Brilliant! A finish of true class! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, really well played.
He's picked his way through. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Just a quick announcement.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
So that's got things underway. It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Oh, good read. That was well played, well stopped. Looking to play him in. He is through here. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Celtic with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That is a crunching tackle. Caught offside that time.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Carlos clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence the decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Ball is over the line. Pass somewhat off target. That's Owen. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Chips it through. Cantona. Ferdinand goes long. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Besiktas have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. And here's Cruyff. Pull it. Always onto this. And this is Owen. Lovely feet. And a chance! Goal! Besiktas! Besiktas take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 24. Besiktas are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Owen. Schneider. Now, can they get him away? Looking for options for movement. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, nicely intercepted. Veron. That's been slipped through. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is expertly dealt with. Taken back almost at once. Aimed beyond the defence. Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Besiktas are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nedved is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Short changes him with that pass. Belletti. Nedved. Nedved is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Cantona really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Cantona! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Celtic certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, smashing header!
No, not the best of headers. Tries to play it through. It's a good ball out wide. Looks a good ball.
Oh, shooting chance!
Great football, shot and save.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Corner number 3 coming up. Ball driven towards the far post. Besiktas are looking to go forward now.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And that has put paid to that. And here's Cantona. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Owen. Baron. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Besiktas absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch
And if
themselves.
you do have a
Just
chance
stay
today,
calm
please
and
take
see
some
this
time
one
out
out.
to give your support to our better stadium
Besiktas
fund.
very much in control here, 3 up and cruising.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're underway again. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Well timed, excellent interception. No way through there. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Tries a shot! He scored! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's Bergkamp!
Oh, terrific save.
Celtic are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Good-looking ball. Davids could move up a gear here. And here's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Mateus. And here's Cantona. Bergkamp takes a shot! He's put it wide.
Celtic really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Played back. Nicely aimed pass. And he shoots! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Oh, what a climb! Bergkamp gets good distance on it. Celtic have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Hullet. And that was very necessary.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's away. Nedved! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
And now they can spring out of defence. Pass is just off target. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Cannavaro.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Super find. O'Shea deals with that comfortably. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Cantona. Cross goes in there. That has not gone well. And the shot! Oh, what a mistake! And another try! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mateus producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? He's one-on-one, surely! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Besiktas have themselves a chance from the spot. Khan, in the context of the game, he must save. He has spurned it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
That is good alertness.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 9, Owen. Number 7.
And he's managed to get free.
Number 5.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Number 24.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
8. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Ferdinand calmly anticipates.
Neymar.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Gattuso. Substitution in progress.
Oh, this looks sharp. Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there. Knocks it into space. Bergkamp. Big chance! And again! They've done it! Bergkamp duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So is this the start of a comeback? Besiktas do have a chance to counter here. That is great defending, so alert.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi looks to get on the end of this. Oh, perfectly measured that. He might be in. There's the shot! He scores! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Gattuso gets a foot in and wins the ball. No, that's been intercepted. And that pass just didn't quite work. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
The most accurate pass. And it's Messi. Nesta cuts out the pass. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Besiktas really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing.
Hello, everybody, and this is a quick
Any
reminder to
reflections
let
on what
you
you've
know
seen,
that
Jim?
you'll be able
I
to
think we
catch
just saw a
today's
team
match
winning
broadcast
by
live
playing to
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the good effort from distance. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Rower Reds with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and it's Pedri. That has not gone well. Chance here to counter. Albert Ferrer threads one in, and this is... And Messi!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent, the way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's opted for the long pass. This is Messi. He has found the way through. Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And back to the keeper they go. Thuram. It's Albert Ferrer.
Besiktas are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mohamed Salah. That's a sharp pass. Gravenberg unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. It's a goal kick. Assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Thuram is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
Our Reds clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Ferdinand goes direct. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Can he spark a counter here? Not the most accurate pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nedved. Davids. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Messi picks it up out wide. Gravenberg. Albert Ferrer. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Albert Ferrer is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ferdinand. Miron. Passing is crisp and sharp. Knocks it into space. And he's straight offside. Beckenbauer is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Besiktas certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And it's Messi. Albert Ferrer, who does have an assist to his name. That's good play. Now it's Messi. Miron. Nedved. Besiktas do have a chance to counter here. Albert Ferrer.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shot, surely! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! He's got a goal! Besiktas back on level terms. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Besiktas grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
Leicester concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Gravenberg. Cross flung in towards the middle. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Anything you'd like to express on the first half?
Besiktas will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Gravenberg. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Gullit. Thuram. Pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. Now it's come to nothing. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great position.
And Owen! Oh, terrible mistake. This time, surely. They've got to be quick to recover this. Owen. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. Thuram. Davids.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Mohamed Salah. He goes for a shot! Off the post! It's a pretty loose pass. And he's had it nicked away. Gullit. And he's intervened well there. He won't be happy with that one. Pedri. Now, can they get him away? Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. Mohamed Salah! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Gullit. He's got away. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Nesta cuts out the pass. Raul Reds appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Mohamed Salah. It's a searching pass. Played into space out wide. Mohamed Salah. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maldini gets over and intercepts. Now it's Gullit. And this is Owen. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Veron. And here, Gullit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. That pass isn't the best. And this is Nedved. Tries to pass it through. Mohamed Salah receives it in a good position here. Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Davids.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ferdinand makes the interception. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Mohamed Salah. Good read, needed to be. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Albert Ferrer. Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field is
And it's Gullit.
number 6,
Maldini. That's a dangerous ball. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe. Chance for a shot!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50.
It's a mighty effort! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Thuram tries to clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Besiktas given another corner.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Pele clears it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's a promising position. He is through here. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that will be it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what...
Bullet!
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Schneider. Oh, good spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Pull it. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Schneider. And it's Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nedved. Nedved has a look inside the box. A header! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's really well manoeuvred. Has a look and plays it forward. Nesta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to cross. Pull it. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. That's a good ball. Vitinha turns back here, probably the best option. Schneider. And it's Nedved. Can he get on the end of this? He's been Romario!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Neymar. Zanetti. Now it's Hullet. Looking for options. Tries a shot! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Hullet. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Looking for a runner. That is a brilliant interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Zanetti spots it and intercepts.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a pretty loose pass. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's in on the shapes to shoot! Goal! Besiktas! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Besiktas have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's there to get it away. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. 30 minutes gone. It's a sharp pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. Nedved. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Schneider showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And Romario! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Vitinha. Now it's Owen.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Hullet dominates aerially so often. Schneider. And it's Nedved. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Threads one in. Besiktas looking to pass their way. Bullet! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Davids! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Davids clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Nedved. To Schneider. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved a little bit more.
Besiktas are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And that's another throw. Nice looking ball. Shevchenko gets into a good position. Vitinha. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And Owen! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Schneider. Now there's a fine. Can he finish? It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Knocks it into space, takes a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Shevchenko deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Almost an hour gone. Roberto Carlos. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Hullet. Looking to play him in. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Vitinha. Vitinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tries to play it through. Pass somewhat off target. And he can clear it away. Well timed, excellent interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great ball if he can get there. Well, that's well seen too. Schmeichel is there to clear. Tries to pass it through. This is Owen. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's going to go a long way. Great vision. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 13.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 23. Numero 9. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11. Il numero 18. Il numero
Zanetti.
14.
Can he get
il
it
numero
through?
5.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Cambio.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Great chance here from position A1.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
Rivaldo!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
This looks promising.
There's the shot! Goal! Besiktas! And they've got their lead back.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
He gets big. Oh, it's hit the post.
Chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, that's a key interception. Just 5 minutes left. And it's Nedved. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Zanetti. Played it early. Well read. And the danger is averted. Besiktas moments now away from seeing this one out. Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe receives it in a good position here. But they've got it again. And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Drogba. And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Arsenal against Besiktas.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And we're underway. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
And here's Kökçü. Kökçü! Now, who's going to be first to this? Serginho. Oh, it's Nedved. He's picked his way through.
And the shot! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that pass just didn't quite work. Besiktas leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. He can run onto that.
It's Saviola! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Nedved.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That is good alertness. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Hullet. A heavy challenge. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Mbappe. Kökçü. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Saviola.
Goes for a shot!
And for a moment, time stood still. Adams cuts it out. And it's Hazard. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That pass has been well intercepted. Serginho. And this is Saviola. Saviola! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
This is Owen. Half an hour played now. Knocks it into space.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Nedved. That looks a good ball through. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
And it's Hazard. Aimed beyond the defence. Hazard. Chooses to go back. That is ended up in no man's land. Rodri. This is... and he's had a hit! It's a quick ball upfield. Gullit can be a real threat inside the box. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Gullit. And this is Owen. Oh, that is a good ball. And he shoots! What a wonderful goal! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Besiktas go into the lead. Roberto Carlos. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's been played through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now he's off and running. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there. Uncompromising. Oh, well measured. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Gullit. Beckenbauer with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. It's a pretty loose pass. And now they can clear their lines.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Played back in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that was nowhere near his best. Owen. This is Owen. Now the ball. Up he goes! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
This is Owen. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Kupchu. Hakimi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And this is Saviola. He has found the way through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Turam. Now it's Hullet. Looking for options. Takes a shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Besiktas blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's been shifted off it. Nedved has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target. Now, as long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Ambitious ball here. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kirkchu. Decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good...
Oh, he's gifted it. Shoots! And yes, it's there! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Arsenal give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Great vision, and that is a little undercooked. Now it's Saviola. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Chooses to go cross-field. He's had a shot! Tremendous from Roberto Carlos! A finish right from the top draw. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's Nedved! He scored! And with that, he takes home the match ball. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a
Great chance! No mistake! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. So now the difference in real chance!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Oh, what a climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Rodri, Davids demonstrating his defensive quality there.
There will be 5
Serginho.
minutes added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Threads one in. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Nedved. No joy this time. Rodri. Well, they've got it again. Saviola. Kirkchu. And that will be it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. there could be only one outcome.
Just a quick announcement. It is
Nedved,
now time
very
for our
much the
special
hero
lottery.
in this game.
Please grab the tickets you were given when you're walking through the gate.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Barcelona.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Leicester did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And we have our very first corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. He shifted it to the flank. Veron gets into a good position.
Deep cross. He's got through. Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. This is Owen, And he's got the beating of his man.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there!
Two, and we've barely begun here. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Mateus, he is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Mbappe. Now there's a...
Mateus!
Now who's going to be... That's another chance! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, they could break here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nicely aimed pass. Besiktas have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0.
Real chance! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
He's having a shot! Goal!
A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Looking to play him in. And this is Hullet. And he's managed to get rid. Threads one in. De Bruyne. Kukçu. That pass isn't the best. That has been cut short.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that is a little undercooked. Mateus. Ball played for Kukçu. Tries to pass it through. Thuram calmly anticipates. Cannavaro. Approaching the half-hour mark. De Bruyne. Albert Ferrer. De Bruyne. Mateus. And that's gone loose. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Mateus. And it's De Bruyne. Will play through for the wide man. He has found the way through. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Rijkaard cuts it out. Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Driving forward. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half.
Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style!
It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. It's become a case of men against boys. He gets big. No, it's wide. And he's straight offside.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, important interception. De Bruyne.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pass is just off target. And that's another good win of the ball. Gullit has it in a wide position. And that is masterful defending. Here's the whistle for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Besiktas are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football. Substitution for Besiktas, number 9, Owen. Coming on to replace him is
So off we go once more.
number 21, Bergkamp. Substitution in progress.
Kukçu. He's having a go. Oh, crossbar. Veron. Mateus. And here's De Bruyne. Oh, no joy this time. Veron. Zanetti. And it's Veron. Davids. Thuram. And that has been clubbed away. Besiktas have got it back and they'll have another go. Kukçu. Now it's De Bruyne. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Mateus. He's cut it out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mateus. Kukçu. And they win it back again. And this is Gullit. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
59 minutes. Number 24, Thuram.
Mateus.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Bergkamp. Laid out to the left flank. Vardiol. Zanetti. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's a sharp little ball here. And that was very necessary.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Besiktas are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And that's aimed into the middle.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way.
Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Tries to play it through. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played, well played. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. Mateus. Into the channel. Spread neatly. Terrific header! It wasn't a great header in the end.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Kukçu. Vardiol. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a shade optimistic. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's the chance to counter. Vardiol. And Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Mateus. Kukçu. Foot in. Now it's Hullet. Hullet puts his foot on the gas. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Just 5 minutes left. Lovely, now then. He's gone for goal! Keeper always had the measure of that. Barcelona have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's going to be disappointed with that. The ball has bounced loose now. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Rafinha knocks it into space. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Rafinha. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aims beyond the defence. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to play it through. Could try cutting inside here. And he passes it long. Can he get on the end of this? Now that's well seen too. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pedri.
Ronaldinho.
Nedved. And he was quick to react. Knocks it into space. And he's worked it through. Oh, he's bustling. And pull it!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Besiktas with the corner. They're first. Keeper has taken decisive action. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Chelsea are looking to go forward now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pull it. Now it's Lewandowski. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Hullet. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Bastoni. Chelsea finding their passes. And he welcomes it in. And it's Ronaldinho. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba got a long way forward to join the attack. And this is Owen. He's got away. Owen. Incoming delivery. Pressure stays on. It is a corner. Besiktas have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Lewandowski. Threads one in. Owen. Oh, that's a decent chance! Goal! Besiktas! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
And he shoots! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Besiktas are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Tries to pass it through. Pull it. Nice interception, well timed. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cannavaro. Besiktas have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Lewandowski. Shot could be on. Chance, surely! Nicely aimed pass. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Hullet. Well, they've got it again. Ronaldinho. Hullet. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous. Ronaldinho. Pedri.
Besiktas couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Pedri. Gattuso.
There will be 1
They need to
minute
play
added
this
time.
quicker in transitions like this.
Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. He's through here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Besiktas clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Besiktas go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Now it's Pedri. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shifted it to the flank. And it's Ronaldinho. Short changes him with that pass. Hullet.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Hullet is onto this. And it's made its way to him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Hullet.
Oh, really well played.
Hullet. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Hullet. Oh, some tackle that. Great vision. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability.
Face to face with the keeper. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ronaldinho gets a foot in here, and he welcomes it in. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Hullet, driving through the middle. Oh, super ball. Quality ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That pass has been well intercepted. Pedri. Fiore. Hullet. This is Owen. Gattuso kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Taken back almost at once. And it's Hullet. It's a sharp pass. Now it's Hullet. And he's managed to get free. Well, that looks a decent ball. Owen! That was probably asking just too much.
Substitution from Besiktas.
Besiktas have their third corner.
Varane. Coming on the field.
Keeper's
is
dealt with that.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Substitution in progress.
That's Nedved. Owen! Now, who's going to be first to this? Fiore. Besiktas do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand.
Bullets! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
That's been slipped through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chelsea have reclaimed it. Looking to play him in. That looks a good ball through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now, can they get him away? And that is expertly dealt with. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Besiktas can consider themselves just about safe now. Pull it. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's been played through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fiore. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri. Can he finish?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Davids deals with that comfortably. Well seen, saw that coming. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly...
Vallahi bu kadar iyi geldik. Yenilmeden. Şurada kalmıştık dün. Buradan başladık. Bu Sudan İzboy'dan 1, 2, bir beraberlik 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 yendik. Bir tane berabere kaldık. 1680, 1700'de zaten az kalmış. Bugünlük yeter sanırım. Like atıp abone olmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Kendinize iyi bakın. Yarın yayında görüşmek üzere. Eski olan yayınlara hype puanı atarsanız seviniriz. İyi geceler. Kendinize iyi bakın. Esenliklerle kalın. Görüşürüz.